Hey everybody, welcome to Nightwave Radio, High Tide Country Radio, and H Team Management, and sponsored by CBD Hemp Oil. Sammy, how you doing tonight? Or this
Great.
afternoon? I'm sorry.
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. What's been going on in your world?
Lately, I've had volleyball and cheer and singing at restaurants around my area and travel softball tournaments on the weekends. It has been insane, but we are making it work.
So when do you have time to do music? Sound like you're busy doing all the other things too.
Yes, I just fit it all in there. Something I tell a lot of people, my dad told me there's 24 hours in a day, and you don't need that many to sleep, so you got to make the most of the rest of them.
I agree. I've been there before myself, working and doing this here too. So, what type music? Where'd you get your music from? From your roots and stuff like that?
Well, both of my grandparents, my grandmother on my dad's side and then grandfather on my mom's side, they sang. And my dad has actually played guitar and sang since he was really little. So, really, from my dad, he's taught me a lot and taught me how to play guitar.
Cool. So basically, you got your music roots from your family and stuff.
Yes.
Cool. Um, how's it out singing? I know right now with everything going on with the coronavirus and stuff, but it's how's the music world treating you?
It's been a lot better recently. At the beginning, probably of August ish, we were able to start going back to the restaurants and there was a lot less people coming in and customers and stuff, but now it's pretty normal. The restaurants that I play at are always usually packed, and football Saturdays are helping out a lot. So it's been good. But I only play one regular place right now, and I was at 4 or 5 before
Right.
everything shut down.
Okay. So, well, what else do you do besides just cheer, volleyball, music? Any hobbies or anything?
I also play softball and basketball. I write a lot of my songs. My dog's having a
Field day.
tantrum over there. um, but I have a lot of pets, and I raise ducks.
Okay.
But I don't know. I pretty much do everything.
You sound like you're real busy. Do you have time to sleep? I mean,
Oh, I get my sleep in. I sleep a lot. Recently, I took advantage of some stuff that was going on at school. So I went and did virtual for a few weeks. So I was able to catch up on a lot of stuff at home. And
right.
because we only have 3 classes as seniors in person, and then the rest of them are through dual enrollment for college. And so we really only have to be there for 3 hours. So going virtual actually saved a lot of time. But I'm about to go back on Thursday. I miss my friends.
Well, a lot of kids. I got a 9-year-old here. She's doing virtual, and so yeah, she misses her friends and stuff. But we're trying something different this year. Not only because of the virus and stuff, but to see if we can. She ain't HDD, but she's focuses. If she like now, if she was sitting here talking to you, something will distract her, and she'll focus on that. And the teacher last year just didn't really help her any, so we went to trying something different this year and get her back on track.
Right. It's hard
So
at that age.
yeah, yeah. I got a granddaughter. She's 12, and if she makes a B, she cries.
I'm that way. I'm the same way. I'm really big into academics, and it's actually helped me a lot because I will thank the Lord. My latest scores came in for my ACT, and I actually will be able to have free college. So
There
it's a
you go.
blessing.
There you go. Amen to that. But yeah, I got a 12-year-old granddaughter. She just turned 12, and her mama told me, she says, you know, Dad says, if she makes a B, she'll go to crying. She'd rather make a A than a B. I said, well, that's good. Let her be that way, you know.
My teachers used to make fun of me for it. They were like, "You're ridiculous." I'm like, "I'm a perfectionist. There's a
Well,
difference."
it's just like when I do this, I try to be professional about it, but also have a little fun with it because, you know, it's like your music. Where do your music come from that you write?
A lot of the times, it'll come from personal experiences, but you can only write so much out of 17 years of life. So I try a lot. I read a lot of books and movies, and I just try to watch like new shows sometimes, and I kind of take the storylines from that and try to come up with something. Right now, two singles that I have out are due to the coronavirus. Like they talk about that a lot and about how the seniors are feeling from last year, not getting a graduation or a prom.
Right.
And I've got a single coming out in the next 2 weeks, and it's called 1 Second. And it's actually kind of about how the world's just going to pieces right now, and how we've only got a second. You got to take every second.
Yeah, that's true because in life, uh, I realized 2006 and then 17, which I started in 2006 when I wound up in the hospital with heart trouble, and then I wound up in 2017, same thing. Uh, all these years I've been saying, you live your life by the second or whatever. You can't live it and go out. But I was sitting here thinking when you was talking about how you come up with your songs, and you talking about growing up. Then I got thinking about Taylor Swift. I mean, she had sang like a single out ever often because of her school life and stuff.
Yes, I've read a lot of, or I love her songs, and a lot of my writing comes from her, but also watching her documentary, she is so smart. Like her vocabulary is huge. And so she'll use words you don't even know what they mean. And so you can tell after watching that, it makes sense how she writes her songs so well, because she's a genius.
Yeah, from a young lady that's never really been into this type business and stuff, just like you singing and stuff, she took it and made it into an empire. I mean, it seemed
Yes.
like overnight, really. I mean, since you mentioned smart, and it seemed like you're pretty smart, if you don't want to make a B.
I'll wing it.
So, out there playing music and stuff before all this, how'd things go, for you, how was it with the crowd and people? You said the restaurant was always packed, but was it out there for the music and the food, or how did it go?
Before everything started, we pretty much had a regular crowd come out to watch, and also just the regular random customers, not really locals, but there's quite a few now where it's just coming to see me, I guess. They're
Right.
really the place that I sing at in Pell City, it's called the Courtyard, and they have live music all the time. So there's a regular crowd every weekend, and I love it there. And beforehand, there was a lot more. I could interact with the crowd a lot more and walk around, but now I kind of feel uncomfortable because I'm not scared of getting sick. It doesn't affect me, but I know that I could spread it, or somebody in the crowd may be uncomfortable with me coming up to them.
Right.
So it's just kind of an awkward situation because you don't know how to approach somebody, or if you can approach them, and it's just, I don't know, it's just sad not being able to hug everybody. And
Yeah, I'm old school, like the hugging and stuff. I come up, I had a lot of times when I was working before the doctor retired me. I was a manager, and the CEO, she said, Buster, you can't do that. You can't do this. And it hurt my feelings because I always hug people and tell them, females or, and tell them, say, hey, it's going to be a good day, or it's going to be, it's going to be all right. Or walk up to them, just hug them, just to be nice to them, to be, as I would call, a Southern gentleman, because I come from
Right.
the South, not here in Oklahoma, but from North Carolina. And I grew up there, and that's the way we was, you know. I see where you're coming from and everything.
Yeah, you have to be so careful now about everything that you do and say. And it's just a trap no matter what.
Yeah, it's a big trap. I mean, yeah, it's a big one. And, going on with the music and stuff, how's writing your songs and getting them all together and getting them on CDs and or getting your single out there for people to hear? I try to get everybody's music sent to me. It's free, email it, and it's on, I'll get it on there. It might not get on that day because, you got so much, but I've had 2.5 million people in 17 countries listening to artists like y'all, the independent artists.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's been crazy, but it's actually helped a lot. I'm into an artist development program in Muscle Shoals right now, with Ivy Manor Productions. And so it's a 6-month process, and we go in once a month, and they give me like assignments to do. So like my first month, I had to write 15 songs by the time I got back. And then the next month, I had to work on chord progressions and writing on the piano. And then we went the last time and recorded my new single. And then the next time I'm there, I've been told I'm not allowed to write any sad songs, which is the thing I'm best at. They were like, we want to make you uncomfortable. We want to get you out of your comfort zone. So I'm supposed to write happy songs to make people laugh or whatever.
Right.
And other than that, it's just a long process. And at the end of it, we'll have 10 to 15 demos, and we'll have a fully produced song. Well, 2 now, because we just did 1 second. But it's a lot of work, but it's helping me out. So
have you done videos on some of these songs?
I have some professional live videos that were made for
Right.
The Stronger EP. So that was for Stronger Than Whiskey, He's Country, Not Just a Girl, and I'm So Tired of Rain. Those 5 that are on the EP have a live from the EP release party. And
Right.
then the saddest song that I wrote for the class of 2020, that one has a video of me in different places. And then at the end of the video, it's like 10 minutes, but at the end of the video, it shows senior pictures of people from all over the world that sent it in to me. So it was a good tribute.
Right. I've got 2 websites, Nightwave Radio, and you just heard High Tide Country Radio. I own both of them sites and radio stations. They both internets. But what I'm getting at, I've set up a loop, a TV loop, and that's the reason why I'm saying videos. I would put that on there. I am working on sitting, like when we do live shows like this, set it up on nightwaveradio.net and hightidecountry.net. So people, either they don't see us right on Facebook, they can come on the my websites and see y'all. This show here later on will be downloaded and put over there because it'll be on YouTube, so I can get it from YouTube and put it over there too. So, but you are on 5 different stations of mine, and our Facebook pages and everything, YouTube and Twist, I think it's called TV. You own that. So, I'm trying to get y'all out there so y'all can hopefully get picked up by somebody, or that's what I'm trying to do. So
Well, thank you.
okay, you said you play sports. Let's get off a little bit on this, what I do. You said you play sports, softball. You pretty good at it?
I used to be.
You used
I'm
to be.
I'm pretty good. I got hurt and got busy, so for a while I took a break. But right now I'm pretty much there. My dad still coaches, so I'm pretty much there just to be their biggest cheerleader. And I designate hit a
Yeah,
lot. So I'm just feeling where I'm needed. But I would be much better if I had not taken a break.
yeah. Well, you know, you got to take a break sometime and walk away and then come back. And some you never know. You could be better than what you think you are.
Yes,
You know.
the girls are like family, so I couldn't imagine not playing anymore. I just I just do whatever they need me to do, and um, they're my bestest friends, so it's worth it.
Do you go to Tennessee much to write with some of the writers there, or is it somewhere around where you live?
I haven't actually written in Tennessee yet. I did record my EP there at County Q Productions in Nashville. Um, but I've written with a lot of people in Muscle Shoals. We're 4 or 5, but before this artist development program, I had actually never co-written before. I've written everything on
Okay.
my own with a little help from my dad with some of the music theory stuff.
So is he your mentor or your favorite? Is he your favorite person to write with? Come on now,
uh, it's
because he might
definitely
be
not.
listening.
I'm sure he's listening. It's definitely not my favorite thing in the world to write with him just because I get so nervous. I don't want to like snap at him and be like, no, no, that's not good. But we've gotten better about it. We've gotten better. He just intimidates me sometimes. I'm like, I don't know what to
Well,
say.
looking at that, you got to understand he's been doing it for a long time.
Yes, it's just hard. Like, you don't want to tell him it's not good. Especially, he gets really excited. He's like, I've got the best idea. And he says, I'm like, okay. But we've gotten a lot better about it. And then we get to write like more than just the two of us with Muscle Shoals. So that helps too because there's more ears and not just me saying, I don't know about that.
Right.
But,
Right.
sometimes it's really good. Sometimes he's got it.
Does Mama ever come in and try to help you write one? Tell you something? She won't.
No, she did not get the genes, but we still love her. She's listening over there.
Well, that's just like everybody says. When I was young, I started out as a DJ in a club and stuff, and I don't know electronics and stuff. And then about 11 years ago, I started this out of the blues. A friend of mine was doing something like this, and I said, "Man, that'll be fun." I know I'm getting older, but it'd be fun, something to do back, bring a little bit back to my old days. Do DJing and stuff. So I started this, but you know, I was telling people, they say, "Do you sing?" I said, "Sing, yeah." I reach up there and turn the radio knob up, and that's the best I can sing.
Oh yeah. No, my mom, she plays a big role in it because she's a real estate agent actually. So
Right.
she is a talker to everybody, so they all know who I am and what I do.
Well, hopefully before night over, the day is over, you'll be known in about a lot of different countries here. I mean, because I've got people from Australia, the UK that I deal with. So
That's awesome. I think one of my lives, I'm hoping next summer I'll be able to go over there with Galaxy 107 FM in New Zealand. They said
okay.
they were going to get me some areas over there to play at and in Australia too. So I'm excited for that.
Well, so here's the sad part about it. The FM radio stations in other countries can bring independent artists in, and it's hard to get the radio. I've tried where I used to live to one local radio FM, to at least play a independent artist, and they wouldn't do it. It's hard here in the United States, but it seems like overseas y'all can go over there and they you know, as some of the young people say, they'll hook you up.
I've heard a lot of people start out over there because they do that. Like I know One Direction, they started out, they were all from there, and their
Right.
radio stations, you know, they picked up pretty good. But a lot of people get really big over there before they ever hit United States.
Right. It's just sad that people from over here's got to go over there to get big so they can get, you know, can't
It's a
get.
fun vacation.
There you go. Hey, that's one way to
Yeah.
look at it. Get over there. You gonna do a Facebook takeover tonight too? I was
Yes.
told. I've got you set up so you can do that. So what we're gonna do is cut it off here in about 4 or 5 more minutes so you can get set up and everything for that. Where can people go find your music, your website, and all that stuff?
Well, all of my music is out on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, and I have 3 singles out right now, which are The Saddest Song, Back to Normal, and He's Country. And then I have the Stronger EP. And you can find all of that information on my Facebook page, which is just Sammy Levette, and the sammylevette.com. And then I've got 2 singles coming out in the next 2 weeks, which is 1 Second, which is more of a pop ballad. The rest of it is pretty country. And then I've got Chance's song, which is also called Life of the Party, that I wrote about my friend, and it will be coming out as well. So be on the lookout. We're really excited. And also MitchMax.com, you can get some merchandise. So the Sammy Levette collection on MitchMax.
Okay. So that's where your website's also at too, to buy your merchandise and stuff from?
Yes.
Okay. Because that was the next question, because I noticed while I was listening, you didn't bring up a website and saying, hey, you can go here and get my merchandise in there. And also, hopefully, she's sent me some music over to me, and I can put it on both radio stations, Nightway Radio and High Tide Country, and there'll be another place you can get heard from too.
Awesome. And also on the merchandise, it's actually 15% off today. I've got a live with them at 8:00, so they're doing a big sale on that today.
Okay. So you're going to be busy tonight. I mean, you done had a busy day, and this thing is going to be busy. Interview, takeover, and the next thing you're going to have is, I'm going to try to be on Facebook sometime tonight after I get off here and be doing some other things. So, yeah, your dad's name Dennis?
Yes.
He told me, he messaged, I'll show you, I don't know if you can see it. He says, I'm watching. I forgot about it. I had it set up where I could read the messages and stuff, and I forgot that was up there.
Oh goodness. Great.
Tell your parents thank you. They raised a wonderful kid, a young lady. Let's rephrase all that. They've raised a wonderful young lady. I'll be sitting here listening to your show here in a few minutes. So I'm going to let you go so you can get ready. God bless you. Thank you for coming on. This is Buster with Nightwave Radio and High Tide Country. Thanks, Sammy, for coming on. Hopefully, when you get another single out, you can holler at me. We can do a little interview before you do your single.
Yes, sounds great.
Thank you and have a good night.
Thank you.